care what anyone says. I don't care about what anyone thinks about this. This happened, and I'm afraid I don't have much time left. Because he's coming for me. Because it's coming for me. And I'm afraid that my story will be lost, as with all his other victims. You see, once he takes someone, they're forgotten. I don't know how or why, but it's like they never existed to begin with. Everyone forgets about them, the lost souls he takes. But I know, I've seen it, and I believe that's why I'm next. It all started early one morning. I was doing my regular routine, you know. Go to school, sit at breakfast, go to first period, etc. Except, first period was long. You see, every class period, he would go to the restroom to urinate, but I discovered he didn't go to the restroom to take your average piss. It was something darker. Much darker. I had to go wash my hands because some dumbass decided it'd be funny to pour milk on my shirt. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I had walked in just before he entered the restroom. I was nervous and decided to go into one of the stalls and go ahead and try to use the restroom since I had already there. But that was a mistake. It mustn't have realized I was there with it, because as soon as he went up to the urinal, I heard this strange tearing noise, like leather being torn in half. Anyway, he looked up and in between the stall door to see its skin peeling off, and underneath this peeled skin, there were scales, like lizard scales. I was kind of scared at this point, but I refrained from leaving the stall. He began to hiss and groan like some sort of animal. Then a long, slimy lizard tongue came out of its human mouth and flicked in the air, similar to a snake. It then grunted and looked dead center at my stall. Its tongue quickly went back into its mouth, and its human skin grew back over its scales. And he then spoke in a calm and relaxed voice. He asked why I wasn't already in class. And I was silent for a moment. And I then said that I was using the restroom, and I'll be there in a moment. He nodded and went to his room, and I walked out of the stall with a petrified look on my face, and I knew that it wasn't going to let me live. I was sure he was going to kill me, and I wasn't wrong. I go to the class, and the rest of the day passes normally, until I'm on my way home. I have to walk through a forest, and on my way home, I heard it again, the hissing. I panicked and ran, fearing it was him coming after me, and I was right. It wasn't long before he caught up with me. I felt a sharp pierce in my neck, and like that, the world went dark, and my vision blurred. As I fell to the ground with a thud, I then awoke in a dark room with very little light. The little light coming from a single bulb in the center of the room. But the bulb was almost dead, so it was rather dim. I quickly tried to grasp my surroundings. I saw many shackles and chains, some with people on them. They all looked either dead or asleep. I quickly tried to break free from my shackles, and for some odd reason, to my luck, or by God's will, I was able to break free. I walked timidly and wearily about the room so I could examine the other people. I came up to a woman, a teenage girl actually, and it was the one at Tabor, the high school algebra teacher I was talking to in private. The one that everyone forgot about. She was there, dead, with several cuts on her stomach and chest, seemingly created by claws. I then heard, to my dismay, the hissing he made. I knew he was coming, and I feared for my life. I quickly looked for an exit, rushing to the nearest window, and I smashed it with the shackles that were still cuffed around my wrist. I climbed up and out, then through the small basement window, narrowly avoiding my imminent doom. For now, I rushed away from his domain. I'm recording this now. I guess to escape from him. I fear soon he'll kill me. It may be tonight, it may be tomorrow, but I'm afraid I don't have much time left. It doesn't matter what happens to me anymore, but for your own good, whatever you do, never, ever follow Mr. Peckapo into the bathroom.